Video games are supposed to be the place we go to when we want to relax or enjoy ourselves after a long day. Whether it's hopping into Type Soul to sweat in PvP, or you want something simple like grinding 2000 levels in Blox Fruits. We all have good memories of our days on Roblox, and there's nothing like logging off after a day of grinding. But what if the game didn't stop when you logged off? Today, we're going to be looking at several disturbing theories from around the Rell community and get to the bottom of the question that's been on everyone's mind. Is Rell haunted?
The sound effects where it's not done, it makes it a lot, the experience where it makes it a lot better. We'll just leave that clip in where we were actually going to edit that out, but we'll leave it in for you guys.
We got a lot to get to, so don't forget to like and subscribe and join the Discord if you're down to clown. Now the following content may shock you, so buckle in because delicious times are ahead of you. Our first theory is on how underwater armor is going to work. The theory is that the armor will actually break the deeper you go, and higher quality armor will be needed to go deeper. I think this is kind of interesting, because right now we don't know much about the underwater armor, but it would be kind of cool if you had to get better gear to stop you from going there when you're low level. I always like these theories that try to explain something that we already know is in the game instead of just making something completely up. So on the topic of underwater combat, this user has a theory that there's a way to pop other players' bubble, in order to punish fruit users that try to go underwater. I think by bubble they mean armor, and he's an actual idiot, moron, bozo, clown. Actually, my first theory is that you're a bum. Let's check out his profile. Content creator. I bet this dude makes videos on Type Soul or some shit like that. Well, what do you know? It's actually his footage I used in the intro bit. Our next theory makes me very uncomfortable.
Rowan, do the thug shake.
The what shake?
Do the thug shake.
What's that?
The thug shake.
I don't know what that is.
Alright, next we got DZC with a banger theory. Basically, he points out that there's a reputation system, and this means there will be reputation in the game. I have heard some people have theories that depending on your reputation, the Marines will react to you differently. This is kind of shown when they get attacked by Marines in the Rell movie. It'd be interesting to see the different interactions, like if you have a really high bounty, maybe they send more powerful Marines. Maybe the theory should be that the game's gonna have wanted levels similar to GTA where you get like 5 stars and then helicopters show up. But in this case it would be like Marine admirals and fleets of ships. It could make for some really intense gameplay if you're on the run. This next theory is how Marines are going to be divided into different like sub-factions of like normal, very like strict, and then the radical ones that want to change the system. I don't know if I believe this. I don't think they put that much work into the Marines, to be honest. Like I know it has ranks, and for Roblox obviously it's very impressive, but I feel like this is just too much. Like they're gonna have like sub-factions that are all the same ranks, you know what I mean? Now I wouldn't be surprised if they have this in the closed community version of the game, since that's gonna be like a heavy roleplay server. So they're obviously gonna have different types of Marines and people are gonna make their characters act certain ways. This theory about Seastone enchants is pretty interesting because we know enchantments are going to be in the game, and Seastone seems like it would definitely fit as an enchantment because you can't really make your weapons out of Seastone as far as we know. We don't really know how weapon crafting works, but it seems like they're going to be blueprints and then you make those. You're not really designing your own weapon. So that really just leaves like Seastone enchants in melee weapons. They said Seastone bullets are confirmed, so that's a little different since you can just get ammo types. This brings me to another point. Some of you guys have got to chill with your the way you think the game's gonna be. I know I bring this up a lot, but I saw some people talking about how sea prison bullets are literally gonna turn off your devil fruit like mid-fight. Just because it does that in the show does not mean that's what it's going to do in the game. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a heavy damage buff or a light stun. Could you imagine if it just completely nullified your devil fruit? Like there are a lot of theories like this where they kind of assume it's going to work the way it is in the show, and I just can't imagine them doing things like this. Like you got to remember they're balancing for fun too. Oh, this next one isn't a theory. I'm telling you right now, there are spies in your crew. The Marines are spying on us. Watch out. If you're watching this video, chances are you're really into Rell because this isn't a news video. This is just kind of a hype building, and so you're probably recruiting or joined a crew in like a Discord, and so I'm sure you're bound to just be recruiting anyone, and I think before the game releases you're gonna find out you have a spy. If you're wondering how you're gonna be able to tell if someone is a spy, well basically you're gonna want to do the thug shake. If you watch my last theory video, you'll know the moon is very sick. It's infected with a sickness known as Gecko Moria, and he's not alone. He's working with Roblox Doflamingo, and together they're making artificial devil fruits. Now I can't tell you how I know this, but everything from here on in the video is 100% confirmed. I have a source, trust me. Many people have been theorizing about the sea train and whether or not it'll appear in the game, and I can hereby confirm it will in fact be in the game. Not only that, it's actually how we get to the second sea. So my team has conducted hundreds of hours of research, and we've finally figured out that Rell Seas is actually a prequel to Rell Seas 2. And so in Rell Seas, the main story will have us tracking down Gecko Moria and stopping him before he gets to the moon. Now this might sound easy, but here's a twist that might shock you. The government in Rell Seas is just as corrupt as the one in One Piece. Check out this police brutality. Now don't complain, I did warn you that this video would be shocking. Not only will the entire government be trying to stop you, but Roblox Doflamingo is also sending his people after you, and he will confront you on the sea train. Here's a dramatic recreation. I'm struggling to hold back tears right now. This is really getting to me. Also, this isn't really related to the video, but check out this clip of Spider-Man knocking himself out. In our last video, we were able to figure out that they were working together to create a Shadow String Fruit, a legendary combination that would be the strongest fruit in all of Rell Seas. They could be trying to combine all kinds of devil fruit, so comment below if you have any combinations that they could be coming up with. Although honestly, I do think like Shadow String might be a skin that would be really cool. If they make it, they gotta give me credit, I think. I live every day in hopes that one of the Rell Bros is gonna shout me out or notice me. It's the least they could do for some of us Rell tubers out here trying to keep the hype alive. God, could you imagine if they watch one of my videos and it's this one and the last half is just like, you know, an insane drug-fueled rant? I don't do drugs. Actually, while we're here, I should really cover the realest Rell Seas theory I've ever heard. Rell Seas is actually Fortnite. Now, because some random user said that Rell Seas was going to release on the 24th, which is definitely happening. That's the same time Fortnite updates their season. Plus, according to this, the CEO of Fortnite, Jake D. Skibbity, the D stands for D's, is confirming Rell Seas is having a collab with Fortnite. Which doesn't make sense. Wait, actually, that doesn't make sense. How are they collabing if they're the same thing? Wait a second, I'm starting to believe this is fake. So I searched up Jake D. Skibbity and it came to this search. Is Skibbity real? Now, I don't have autism, so I don't think so. Man, what am I doing with my life? Roll the outro. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, especially if you got this far. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that because I'm watching. And join the Discord if you want to talk about any theories you have. Or post suggestions. We have a lot of suggestions and I still look at them, but I'd really like to see more theories. I know it's kind of hard to come up with some, especially like ones that have evidence, but you know, it's always nice when someone has a really good one. I hope you guys found this video interesting. I know people are always asking me to upload and it's like a whole thing, but you know, sometimes I don't want to force it. I try to upload twice a week, so stay tuned for the next one.